first time we met was actually at a party.
And we were playing beer pong
against each other. I really just thought, we were just going to be friends at the time.
He was there with his fraternity brothers, and I was there with my sorority sister, but hadn't really met him. I've heard about him before. And then we actually found out a few weeks later that we lived in the same dorm, and he was calling me and wanted to hang out.
And then next thing you know, we're talking more, we're hanging out more, and then we start going on dates.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises.
My friends actually tease me because I always was the single fun girl, and I think I hit a moment where it was, this guy is not only my best friend, but he really is what I always thought would be in my significant other.
I'm someone who takes marriage very seriously. I always told myself that when I find that one person who is right, that's going to be it. It's just, that's the person, and then that's Alicia. And there wasn't one specific time I knew. I think it was really just a collective over the months and years that we had been together, and all the fun times and memories that we shared. All that together just led to me thinking, like, man, I can't get away from this person. I really do genuinely love her, and I see her, in the future, and I definitely see her as the mother of my kids. I see spending our lives together and really just growing old and, loving each other.
How can I love when I'm afraid to fall, but watching you stand alone?
We had split for a little bit, and we got back together, and I didn't want to get back together with him, but I felt there was something stronger that made me like there was no other choice, that I needed to be with him.
All of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow.
When I actually proposed to her, it was a very special night. We went downtown, had dinner.
He put so much thought into it. It was like he did it on our day. He had flowers sent to my work with a note, and it was right around Christmas time, which is my favorite time of year. And I had no idea. I actually thought he was acting just like tired, or but he was obviously nervous.
The Macy's tree that's downtown on Fountain Square, kind of after dinner walked around, then we walked around the tree. I thought about my family, and I started telling her about how like my Nana, how family is very important. And I said, I really see us having like a strong family, and then leading into the actual proposal.
One step closer.
And he got down on one knee on Fifth Street and asked me to marry him, and I did say, "Are you serious?"
From that moment in time, it was like, this is no longer just, hey, I'm with this person. This is, hey, I'm going to be growing with this person. I'm going to be married to this person. This is a lifelong commitment that I'm about to make. And that, and when she said yes, obviously that takes off a lot of pressure. And, you sit there and say, here we go. This is our journey now, starting together and growing together for the rest of our lives. Journey that we took, so captivating to think like we went through so much, but ultimately what kept us together was our love, and looking down the aisle and seeing her walking up, making eye contact, and it's really going to be, like, here I am, this is the person that's going to be, with me the rest of my life.
And I know when I look at him that's going to be all worth it. All the planning, everything's going to be worth it, because this is the start of our life together, and nothing else matters.
I want her to know that I will always be at her side. There's really nothing that will ever come between us, and I just hope that she knows I will always be there for her, no matter what.
No matter what we're going through, I will always think back on how I feel now and on our wedding day, and that there will always be a place for Jake in my heart. And I know that our time here on earth is only a very small part, and that in heaven we will spend eternity together because of our faith and our love for one another, and that I think we're soulmates.
I love you for 1,000